That first match before we went to Vegas, we played SEMO right before we left, Southeast Missouri State, and they brought in a really good team, a team we expected to have a tough match with, a team much improved from the year before when we beat them 7-0, but we knew they would come in and give us a real challenge, and we really battled to get that match 4-3. So we came through in a tight situation, and that was a good match leading into the Vegas trip, because we'd lost 2 4-3 matches the week before against Detroit and against Wright State. So to come out there with a 4-3, that gave us kind of a positive lift there. And we went down to Glendale Community College on Tuesday, had our first match outdoors when we were out there in Arizona and Vegas area, and we played pretty well. And they weren't a bad team. They made us work for some things. It gave us a good time to practice, get used to being outdoors. And then that really got us some momentum going into the conference cluster. We just played excellent. We've always been good in Vegas. We've never lost a match in Vegas in 4 years. And so the girls came really focused, probably the most focused we've had on the court all year. It's too bad that it takes conference matches to bring that out in us, because we'd like to see that same level of focus and intensity every match. But for the conference matches, we were ready to go. The intensity was there, and I kind of call these girls gamers, because when it's on the line, they show up and they're ready to play, and that's what it was this weekend in Vegas. The matches were on the line. They were tough matches, all of them, and we came through and prevailed, and it was just really a great overall week for us. Yeah, Alex is a steady player for us. We generally know what we're going to get from her day in and day out. She's going to be high level of effort, and she's going to be gritty out there on the court. And when it came down to 3-3, and she was still out there with that 6 singles match against South Dakota, it's just still had a pretty good feeling about us getting the match, because she's usually good in those situations. She has been her whole career, and she's a player we can really count on. So yeah, she had a great weekend for us, and definitely helped us win that match, because it was on the line there. The second cluster will be just as challenging as the first was for us. If you'd asked me if we would go 4-0 out in Vegas the way we were playing going in, I would say absolutely not. But we came together and really brought our intensity level and our focus level up probably 100% from all the other matches we had played this year. Going into this one, I think this is a tough cluster, because you've got, to me, the 2 top teams, on paper at least, in Oral Roberts and UMKC. UMKC also had an undefeated cluster out of Vegas. We got to watch them, but they were close with some of the other teams too. They were close with Southern Utah. They barely squeaked that one out, but we beat Southern Utah 5-2. So we feel like if we play well in spots, that's a match we can win. Oral Roberts, we don't know a lot about. We know the players that are returning, but they've got a couple of new players too that are going to be strong players, and overall they're going to be a very deep team. So that match is going to be a really tough match for us. That's our first match in our cluster. That, to me, is a battle for first place. And then the other 2 matches I think could be challenging, Oakland and South Dakota State, but really the key matches for us are Oral Roberts and UMKC. But we definitely don't want to overlook anyone else.